And welcome into Pure Adrenaline Sports, everybody. This is John coming at you with this week's MLB Power Rankings. We are just a couple days away from the MLB trade deadline that comes up this coming Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We've already had a bunch of moves. Really good. A bit of that. What's going on now? The Mets did trade for Jesse Winker last night and have sent DJ Stewart down to the minors. He had an option, so they sent him down to the minor leagues. But yeah, once again, if you're new here on the rankings board here, the red arrows down are teams that have dropped 3 or more spots, and of course the green arrows up. Same thing, three or more spots up. So first one since way before the All-Star break. We did not want to do one last week because there was only a handful of games, so the rankings really didn't change from the 14th to the 21st. So didn't want to do a rankings video. So, but now from the 14th to the 28th, we do have a bunch of teams that have moved. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into 25 through 30 real quick. While we wait for some people to hop in. We'll be live again today for the Mets and Braves for Game 4 of that series. Mr. Train is already here saying hello. What's up, Mr. Train? How are you doing this morning? All right, coming still at number 30. We're still the worst team in baseball. They're definitely going to be trading a lot more pieces coming this week. But let me know what you guys are thinking of the trade deadline. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the actual wild card standings right now. Division standings as well. But let's get into it. The Chicago White Sox still at number 30. No surprise to anybody there, right? Coming in at number 30. I'll get to the poll here once I get to 25 as well. But let's keep going here. Colorado coming in at number 29. They dropped one spot over the last couple weeks. The Colorado Rockies down one spot to number 29. Because since the All-Star break, the team that moved up one spot, the Miami Marlins, have been playing fairly well. Hey, Fitzy. Fitzy's stopping in. What's up, Fitzy? Fitzy's a Red Sox fan. All right, let me see who that was. That was the Marlins. Marlins coming in at number 28. Fitzy, I just said it. I don't know if you saw the Mets traded for Jesse Winker, and they sent DJ Stewart down to the minor leagues. They didn't have to DFA him. They just sent him down to the minors. He had an option, so not bad there for the Mets. But let's keep coming up towards number 25. At number 27, another team that's struggling this year. A little bit better over their last 10, though, 6-4. Still waiting to hear what's up with Trout after he started his rehab assignment and got removed. The Angels coming in at number 27. Yeah, don't tell Farhan that. Yeah, Farhan, a big fan of DJ Stewart. Maybe they can work out a trade and send him to the A's. But let's keep going here. Up to number 26 is those Oakland A's up one spot. They're 7-3 over their last 10. So playing a little bit better. It sounds like they're going to keep some of their pieces as well. So they're an interesting team to keep an eye on here at the trade deadline. And coming in at number 25, the Toronto Blue Jays. Now I'm hearing that the Blue Jays will trade. They are willing to trade, I should say, Bo Bichette, but not Guerrero. So we'll keep an eye. Fitzy says, I did see this Jesse Winker news. I'd like to trade. Yeah, me too. As a Met fan, I really like to trade. DJ Stewart wasn't cutting it. You give up your I believe he was their 17th ranked prospect in the Mets farm system. So not a bad deal there. But yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays coming in at number 25. So what do you guys think? We have 6 people hanging out in the chat already. Let us know what you think. 25 through 30. Any of those teams that should not be in the bottom 5, bottom 6 teams, I should say. And I expect a lot of these teams to trade pieces away as well. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me check the poll real quick. Five votes already. Who will be ranked number 1? The Phillies at 80%. The Dodgers at 20%. Fitzy says the Blue Jays have already started trading off pieces. Yeah, yes, they have. Oop. All right, let's cover that up. There we go. All right, since not much happening in the chat today, let's start marching up towards that number 20 spot. The Washington Nationals coming in at number 24. Now, they just did trade Winker. We'll see what other kind of moves they make. At number 23, a team that jumped up 1 spot this week. They're still 500, 52-52 on the year. Up 1 spot from number 24 2 weeks ago, the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays in at number 23. War Dog is here. What is up, War Dog? Saying hello, everyone. How we doing? What's up? How are you doing today, War Dog? Coming in at number 22, the down arrow, the team that dropped the most over the last 2 weeks, the St. Louis Cardinals. Even though they're still in the wild card hunt, 5-5 over their last 10. Hey, Robert's here as well, saying what's up. What's up, everybody? Yeah, so the St. Louis Cardinals coming in at number 22 right now. He says, I'm doing pretty good, but Jesse Winker is a Met now. I'm sad about that. I am not. Coming in at number 21. This will be an interesting team to keep an eye on to see what they do here at the trade deadline. 7 games under 500 on the year, 3-7 over their last 10. Just not hitting. Pitching's very good. 8th in ERA, 14th in runs allowed, 16th in hits allowed, 11th in home runs allowed, and 8th most strikeouts. But their hitting's the issue. Ranked 25th in average, 21st in runs, 24th in hits, and 24th in home runs. So they have not hit. So that's why they're still coming in at number 21. Now, I don't go. I have a formula where I come up with a ranking number for each team. But looking at my 21 through 25, I would say that the Cardinals belong in the top 20. What do you guys think in the chat? Hey, Bernard's here as well. Fitzy, if you're here, if you want to hop in, you can go ahead and do that. Up to you. No worries if not. Before we get to the top 20, I'll wait to see if you guys post any comments. Let me check in on the poll again to see if we have any other votes. Yeah, Fritzy agrees. Probably the Cardinals would would move into the top 20. Yeah. Yep. But like I said, I have a formula that spits out all the numbers. And right now they're ranked 22nd, down from 17 last week. So 10 people in the chat. Thank you all so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the rankings so far. Bernard says, I'm sorry, what's the question? In the teams that I have right there on the screen, ranked 21 through 25, do any of those teams belong in the top 20? Hey, Charles is here as well. What's up, Charles? Good afternoon to you as well. We'll keep going. We'll start marching up to number 15, and we'll wait for some more comments to come in as well. We have 8 votes in the poll. 75% saying the Phillies will be ranked number 1, 12% for the Dodgers, and 12% for the Guardians. Yep, okay. Train as well, saying maybe the Cards soon. But let's keep going. Let's start marching up towards number 15. Coming in at number 20. Charles says he's great today in paradise. Great to hear, Charles. All right, coming in at number 20, the San Francisco Giants. It'll be interesting to see. I thought they would be one of the people trading off pieces. I thought the Mets, I don't know if the Mets were officially talking to them about getting Conforto, but it doesn't matter now because the Mets have traded for Winker to get that left-handed bat. Bernard says the Cards also should be in the top 20. Coming in at number 19, a team that's rebounded this year. Started off hot, then fell down. 52 and 51 on the year, including 7 and 3 over their last 10. The Pittsburgh Pirates right now. Coming in at number 19. The Texas Rangers, the defending world champs, 2 games under 500, but turning their season around a little bit with 7 and 3 over their last 10 as well. And no movement over the last 2 weeks for them. The Texas Rangers. I wanted to do a little bit different layout today just in case Fitzy or Birdwatcher were here and wanted to hop on screen. All right, here we go with one of the plus signs. That means that this team has moved up 3 or more spots. From number 20 last week, the Detroit Tigers have moved up to number 17. All right, number 16, 50 and 53 on the year, but playing better over their last 10 as well. The Cincinnati Reds dropped 2 spots from 14 in our last rankings video. It'll be interesting to see if one of these teams gets hot here. Well, we'll get into the standings here in a little bit, but another down arrow here at number 15. 2 and 8 over their last 10. They have dropped from number 12 to number 15, the Seattle Mariners. So do any of these teams from 15 down to 20 belong in the top 15? I'm going to say no, and I'm still going to go either. I'm going to say, even though they're ranked 22nd right now, I'm going to say the Cardinals belong in the top 15, even though I have them at 22. So we'll wait for some comments to come in. What is going on, everybody? We will be live again this afternoon for the Mets and Braves game 4 of that 4-game set. Fitzy says Detroit could make a case, but I'm not so sure. While I wait for some more comments to come in, let's start marching up towards that number 10 spot. Coming in at number 14, up one spot from 2 weeks ago. 7-3 over their last 10, 54-50 on the year. Definitely need help pitching. Offensively, they're fine. 5th in average, 2nd in runs, 7th in hits, 14th in home runs. The Arizona Diamondbacks coming in at number 14. Their pitching has been the issue. 26th in ERA, 24th in runs, 29th in hits. Giving up the 15th most homers and second to last in strikeouts. So their pitching does not strike out a lot of people. All right, coming in at number 13. No movement from last week or 2 weeks ago. My New York Mets still sitting at number 13. Since the All-Star break, they split against the Marlins. They took 2 from the Yankees and have taken 2 out of 3 so far from Atlanta. But we'll see how they fare today. A win over Atlanta today, and they're 3-1 in the 4-game set, and a loss, or they split and fall a game and a half back. All right, coming in at number 12, a team that dropped 2 spots from last week. They're 4-6 over their last 10. Still 8 games over 500, though. The Boston Red Sox. Fitzy, your Red Sox tumbling a little bit this week. And I think they're on the out right now. I think they're on the outside of the wild card looking in, right? Not sure. Is my mic all choppy, guys? Let me see if I can change that. All right, let's see if that sounds better. Your mic is a little choppy. Yeah, I don't know why. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. See if that fixes it. All right, let's keep marching up. Coming in at number 11. Up 5 spots. The biggest mover of the last 2 weeks. 7-3 over their last 10. Now 6 games over 500. Currently sitting in the number 2 wild card spot in the National League. The San Diego Padres. All right, let's look at 11 through 15. Any of those teams belong in the top 10. We'll wait a second or two for some comments to come in. Take a look at the poll again. We're up to 13 votes. Thank you all so much. 69% still saying the Phillies, 8% saying the Yankees, 8% saying the Dodgers, and 15% saying Cleveland. Yeah. Yep. Okay, Charles. Thank you. I'm not sure what's going on today with my microphone, but we'll get that figured out before the Met game. Mr. Train says, I think the Sox will get better. All right, let's start marching up towards number 5. Coming in at number 10, up one spot from last week. 5 games over 500. The Houston Astros. Fitzy says the Sox pitching needs to get tweaked just a bit. Lose that game last night against the Yankees. Had a 2-run lead heading into the 8th inning. All right, coming in at number 9. Down 2 spots from last week, 3-7 over their last 10. Down from number 7, the Atlanta Braves. Now, Atlanta, I expect if the Mets are able to win today, I expect Atlanta to drop a couple, at least one more spot, if not out of the top 10. But we'll see. Number 8 this week, just like 2 weeks ago as well, the Minnesota Twins. Team you don't hear much about, but they're always winning baseball games. Even though they're in the same division and behind the Twins in the standings, the Kansas City Royals I have projected just ahead of the Twins. But it's not just based on wins and losses. All right, number 6, the Milwaukee Brewers coming in at number 6. 5-5 over their last 10, 15 games over 500. This team surprised me this year. I did not expect them to be this good. So they're 6 through 10. If I look at those teams, I don't think any of those teams belong in the top 5 yet. Well, we'll start marching up towards number 1. Down 1 spot from 2 weeks ago. 4-6 over their last 10. Still 19 games over 500, though. The Baltimore Orioles coming in at number 5. Charles, there's your Orioles coming in at number 5. Still one of the best teams in baseball, and will definitely be in the conversation come playoff time for representing the American League. But coming in at number 4, a team that dropped 2 spots from our last rankings, the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland Guardians coming in at number 4. Up 2 spots from last ranking show from 5 to 3. The Los Angeles Dodgers. But even though they're still struggling, 4-6 over their last 10, they were able to move up 1 spot. The Yankees coming in at number 2. Yankees get Jazz Chisholm yesterday in a trade. I think that was a horrible trade for Miami. I don't think they got good value in return. Not surprising they traded Chisholm, but I thought they could have gotten a better package from anybody. Even if it was from the Yankees, they could have gotten a better deal than they got. That surprised me. But Philadelphia right now still leading the pack, coming in at number 1. So still sitting there at number 1. They bolstered their bullpen yesterday as well. So we'll see if they make any other kind of moves. Oh, who else did they get? Oh, they got Austin Hayes from the Orioles. So they get some outfield help as well. But let me know what you guys think. 1 through 5. Who's not ranked where they should be? I'm going to say the Guardians. I think the Guardians should still be ranked number 2, and not the Yankees. But like I said, I do not argue with the numbers. Let me check. Let me see how close they are. There's a big gap between Philly and the rest of the teams, and actually the Yankees, Dodgers, and Guardians are all within a tenth of a point of each other. That's how close it is. And Fitzy says the Yankees should be moved down at least one. Yep, Philly very consistent in the number 1 spot. Yep, this will make 5 straight weeks that the Phillies have been ranked number 1 in our rankings. Yep, Train says the Dodgers switch with the Yankees as well. But like I just said, the Yankees, Dodgers, and Cleveland looking at, and Baltimore. If you factor in Baltimore as well, those 4 teams are all separated by less than a half a point. So that's how close it is. A win here, a big win by one of these teams today. Baltimore has a big win today by like 6 or 7 runs. They'll jump all those teams and move ahead. So run differential is factored in as well. But they're playing the Padres. So, that they're playing the 11th ranked team. So it's not like they're playing a scrub team. So just like Boston with a win tonight over the Yankees can jump back up again. The Mets, if they beat the Braves again. So we'll see. What do you guys think? Charles says Dodgers and Yankees are the most hated MLB teams. Definitely I don't know. Is it the Dodgers? Because we don't, here on the East Coast, we don't hear much about the Dodgers. Because they're usually playing when half the East Coast is sleeping. So let's look. Let's see who's the Phillies 5 straight weeks in at number 1. And this is the 13th time we've done rankings and the 8th time the Phillies have been number 1. Atlanta's been in the top 10 since we've been doing it. Baltimore's been in the top 5 all 13 weeks we've done it. Cleveland's been in the top 5. Nope, they were 8th once. Kansas City's been in the top 10 all season. The Dodgers been lowest. The Dodgers have been as 6th. Charles, thank you for being here. If you guys, for those that watch on the replay, leave a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking of our rankings. Let me know where I'm right. Let me know where I'm wrong. So still tweaking out the formulas to make sure we have the best power rankings possible. But let's see who some of the big movers have been since we have done this. The White Sox have been 30th, 12th, 12 of the 13 times we've done ranking shows. Fitzy says Yanks are the most hated. Dodgers are up there because of their offseason spending. Let's see. When I started doing this, the Mets were 16th. They dropped to 25th, and now have climbed back up to 13th. Oakland, the highest Oakland was 18th, but they're now in the lower tier. Mr. Train says this was a nice list, and I'll be ready for the Mets game. Yep, we're about an hour away. Is anybody live streaming that we know? Because we'll redirect over to them. But thank you all so much. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up for us. Consider subscribing to the channel. Like I said, we will be live with the Mets and Braves around 1:30. And then Mets and Twins 3-game set starting tomorrow before we get an off day on Thursday. So good stuff, everybody. Let's end the poll. Let's see if anybody's streaming so I can redirect over for you. Talking Mets with Rob. He'll be coming up here in a little bit. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like Rhino's live. Doesn't look like JJ's live. So we'll end the stream there, guys. No one is streaming that I know of. Yep. Thank you, Fitzy. Charles says until next stream later today. Peace. Thank you so much, Charles. All right, guys. Once again, thank you all so much. And we will see everybody next time.